Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Former British champion Kell Brook says he doesn't see Amir Khan beating Terence Crawford or Kell Brook. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Big up to the channel members. I dropped in a sneak peek interview from Wilder Fury that has not been released. The rest of the channel will be able to watch it tomorrow. It's with Abnormades. Check it out. You know, I got y'all. And we're going to just keep doing it like that, dropping little exclusives or, you know, sneak peeks, first looks before everyone else. If you want to become a channel member, there's a blue button next to the subscribe button underneath the video. It says join. Gives you more information. Appreciate the support. Now, Froch, he spoke with Sky Sports, and we'll jump right into it. I seen his tweet earlier, and he was kind of questioning, like, why would Amir Khan be fighting Terence Crawford instead of the domestic hometown rivalry with Kell Brook. He continued by telling Sky Sport, Froch says, quote, like most people out there, I was a bit disappointed to see Khan might now be fighting Terence Crawford, and it's not one I could see him winning at all, but he will get mocked or ridiculed like he will if he is beaten by Kell Brook. He will go out on his shield as well. He is fighting one of the best pound for pounders out there for a world title, and I'm sure he will be getting well paid. He goes on to say, if I am being honest, I can't see him beating either of them, but he's got a better chance against Kell Brook. Kell was willing to move back down. He was probably willing to take less money just to fight him. I feel for him, but from Amir Khan's perspective, Crawford is a safer option. Shout out to the Cobra, Mr. Froch. You know, I gotta be real. I've always been a fan of Kell Brook. I did think he lost to Andre Durrell, however, but you know, I've always liked his style and his demeanor. He's a man's man type, you know, real good fighter, tough, gritty. He'll grit one out, you know, like the George Groves first fight. What he's saying here, I totally understand, to be honest. When I heard that Terence Crawford may be moving from Luis Collazo to possibly face Amir Khan, I kind of had mixed emotions, and the first thing I thought of, you know, was not really the fight itself with Amir Khan and Crawford, because I feel I know how that would play out, kind of like Kell Brook. But I thought about what happened to the Kell Brook fight. Now, Kell Brook's getting ready to fight against Michael Zarafa, who fought Peter Quillen back in the day. Kell needs some activity, and then I thought 2019 was the time to see Kell Brook versus Amir Khan. So basically, me and my chocolate brownie, I'm at my weight, you know. But it looks like Amir Khan might seize this opportunity to fight for the WBO belt versus Terence Crawford. Now, we just seen one British fighter, you know, do really well against the champion and arguably beat them in Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. So I don't know, but the thing is, Tyson Fury was durable. I don't know how in the hell he got up from that 12th round knockdown. I just don't, like most people, don't know where Amir Khan's his chin is in terms of taking brute force punishment. And we know Terence Crawford, he's like too competitive. You know, not too as in, I mean, you can never be too competitive, but you know, he just takes it to another level. He's clearly showed power. He's stopped both guys that he's fought at welterweight, you know, moving up. So that shows you something, because not everyone can move up and just continue stopping people. Like Crawford, I think he stopped like most of the people at 140, barring like Victor Postal, but most of the big names that he fought, you know, the Thierry Jeans, like 135, 140, he was stopping a lot of them. Thomas Delorme, Thierry Jean. He did not stop Victor Postal, but he hurt him multiple times and he dominated. Then he stopped Julius Ndongo. He stopped, you know, Hank Lundy. I don't know if I said Thierry Jean. So he just picked up where he left off. He has crazy momentum. Felix Diaz is another guy that got stopped by Terence Crawford. So he's been on a stopping spree. So it doesn't really I feel Amir Khan's a very good boxer. He has some attributes that could make it interesting. But the thing with Amir Khan is like, it's like somebody walking a tightrope, you know, and a gust of wind could knock the person off, you know, with no safety net. And I just feel like his chin has been in question several times in big fights and let him down, you know. Even if you take out the Canelo fight, because that's a fight that, in my opinion, never should have happened. And I said that. I did a 7 reasons Canelo and Amir Khan shouldn't happen next. You know, and people, they try to get mad at me, but now you see why I said that, right? So that's kind of the nature of it. Khan he could be putting on a great performance, speed showing up, but if he gets hurt, it's just, you know, it's a shot in the dark. And I know people cite the Marcos Maidana fight and say, hey, but in the Maidana fight, Maidana was training himself. I heard he didn't do any cardio really back in the day. And he, you know, he didn't have like someone like Robert Garcia. And then the ref, Joe Cortez, I think, was intervening a little bit. But whatever, you know, Khan made it out. But that was also several fights ago. And he's been stopped at least 2 times since that time. He's been hurt a gang of times since that time. So, you know, I can't really go off of how that fight played out in, you know, 2006, 2008, or whenever it happened, right? So we got to look at the here and now. And the here and now is he got knocked out by Canelo, fought Phil LaGreco for 40 seconds and knocked him out. And then he fought a guy that Errol Spence also knocked out, like Phil LaGreco, and Samuel Vargas. Danny Garcia fought him and knocked him out too. So, you know, it just doesn't give me that much confidence that Crawford is the next best fight for you. However, nobody can question Amir Khan's heart. You know, he's definitely a fighter that has heart. But a lot of people I've seen in forums and, you know, Instagram posts or whatever, they're like, you know, Twitter, aha, see, why would Amir Khan be willing to fight Terence Crawford and Canelo if he was afraid of Brook? You guys don't understand. And I've said this from the beginning. Amir Khan is from Bolton. He's from the UK. Kell Brook is from Sheffield. So basically, right? So they're both from England. They're both British fighters. So this is, you know, Eubanks versus Nigel Benn. This is Carl Froch versus George Groves. This is 2 UKers going at it for all the bragging rights. And this is, you know, like a baby Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. Not saying it at this point is going to be as big as that fight or massive, but what I am saying is it's a fight that's been lingering. You know, it's a fight that's been lingering on, and people have wanted a conclusion for it. So after 5 to 6, 7 years, whatever has been going on, and it still hasn't happened, for it to finally happen, then, you know, it's going to be people checking to see what happens, and it's going to be bad news for the loser. You know, it's like Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz. You know, they come back after all these years, and it's an age-old grudge match. And it's different when the person's from your region. Canelo's from Mexico, so you lost to a bigger Canelo from Mexico. You know, it's not the same bragging rights. You know, you lost to Danny Garcia from Philly. But if you lose to a guy who's from your same region, who you have known beef with, and you guys have been beefing for years, it's totally different. I'm not saying there's no inherent danger, because, you know, Amir Khan tried to fight Pacquiao and stuff like that, but these guys aren't from his area, you know, and I think that's the difference here. You know, going back to England and everyone just, you know, just looking at you a certain way, because it's just like getting beat up on in your own neighborhood, or like it's just too close to home if he were to lose to Kell Brook. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say when Tupac and Biggie were beefing and Tupac said, "Swat, fucked your bitch." Okay, for any dude to snatch your girl or fuck your chick, it's bad. You know, it's not something you would rejoice and be happy. Same thing with Amir Khan. A loss is still a loss. If you get knocked out, you still got knocked out. But if you're Biggie, would you prefer somebody that you're directly beefing with in a storied beef like Tupac, and then your girl crept with him over, you know, the next person if she slept with Raekwon or Busta Rhymes or Nas or something like that? Again, it wouldn't be a good thing no matter what, but at the end of the day, it hits more close to home You know, it's like a chess move. Damn, Tupac stole your girl too. You know, that's some player shit. You know, damn, your girl's unfaithful with Pac and you beef with him. You know, that makes it look worse. And I think that's what we're talking about here with Amir Khan and Kell Brook. And I think Carl Froch kind of gets it. You know, it's just like Carl Froch. He has a rival. Him and George Groves did not like each other. There was controversy from the first fight. They did the gloves are off series. And then Carl Froch was like bending his hand up during the handshake. And they didn't like each other. You know, you definitely don't want to lose those ones. You know, Anthony Joshua, Dillian White. It's the same thing. Anthony Joshua, you don't want to lose to your countrymen, especially someone you have beef with like Dillian White. You know, Dillian White, Derek Chisora, it'll probably be an action fight because, you know, they got a bit of a rivalry. So it's always different when, you know, Marco Antonio Barrera versus Eric Morales. You got to understand boxing. They're both from Mexico, different parts. You know, one guy from Tijuana and one guy from Mexico City. You could lose to the next man, you know, Pacquiao or some shit. That it is what it is, but you don't want to lose to that dude you beefing with from your area. That's just kind of how it goes. You know, it's too close to home in terms of the rivalry. And it sounds like Carl Froch gets it, but that's my spin on it because a lot of people say, hey, why would he fight Terence Crawford? He's just a, you know, pound for pound #1. He's like a pound for pound fighter from Omaha. So you losing to him, you're going to get a good paycheck like Carl Froch is saying. But in addition to that, it's not a long-time domestic rival. It's more so just business, you know, if he were to lose to him. So that's my thoughts. I'm not too hyped on it because I think, like I said, I get scared watching Amir Khan fight because it's like no matter how good he's doing, the right shot, you know, he might be out of there or he might be debilitated. You know, like, can you picture if Amir Khan was a heavyweight, would he get back up from that Wilder 2-piece in the 12th round? You know, I would have to say probably not, you know, but hey, it is what it is. We'll see if Khan takes the fight. Carl Froch spoke. Now ego speaks. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.